Hey everyone, it's Michael Heelan with the Raynham Channel. I wanted to bring you back where I grew up, Woods Hole. Let's take a stroll in Woods Hole.
The first stop along the way is the Syprist Campground.
We know the Syprist Campground was here in 1922, and we purchased it from the original owners in 1961. So this is our 52nd or 53rd season coming up right now. It's changed a lot, obviously, in 90 years. Even when we arrived here 50-odd years ago, it was primarily tenting. We had some trailers and so forth, but today the business has changed dramatically, and we have all kinds of units. The motorhome is part of it now, pop-up tent campers, regular tag-along trailers, as they call them, and we still have probably 100 tent sites. So it's the same business, but it's changed, just like every other business.
Aside from the tents, people bring their own campers, you also have cabins as well.
We call them cabins. They actually are, and we call them that, I guess, to distinguish them from, full-fledged cottages. They're really small cottages, and we call them cabins.
Halfway between Falmouth Center and Woods Hole is the Woods Hole Passage.
Well, it's a 1910 carriage house. In fact, this part that we're sitting in now used to be in the backyard, and they moved it up in the 1950s. And then in the late 1980s, they sold it, and somebody turned it into a bed and breakfast. And we are we're a century-old carriage house with 5 rooms, and the rooms are in the adjacent barn, and it's all been renovated and up to date.
So this part of the inn was in the backyard at the turn of the century. Now, how much land do you have in the backyard now?
We have just under 2 acres. The building itself is situated at the front of the property, and most of our land is in the back of the property. We have quite extensive gardens of our own, but we also connected with a conservancy land that goes directly into Spore Gardens.
People that just actually will hang out at the inn the whole time. And we're like, really, you should see the water, and but it depends on what people are interested in, because it really is very very relaxing. I think especially in the late afternoon, if you've gone out sightseeing, it's a good base for different places on the Cape. And if you go out sightseeing, you just kind of come back and hang out. We've got a little pool, a pond, which is very shaded and kind of actually is like a little room. We call it the meditation pool. And the rest of it, you can just kind of roam around and see what you see.
Yeah, we encourage people to leave their car here, either bring their own bikes or borrow our bikes, if they're not biking, to walk, or to actually take the Whoosh trolley down into Woods Hole.
Just down Woods Hole Road is another place to stay, the Sleepy Hollow Motor Inn.
The Sleepy Hollow was built in the late 50s, early 60s by a family that was from MBL. They built it for rooms for the science community. And it's only had 4 owners. We're the 4th ones. And it's a fabulous place. We really love it.
Now, how long have you owned it for?
This is our 13th season.
Okay.
So quite a while.
How many rooms does Sleepy Hollow have?
The Sleepy Hollow has 24 rooms.
No, are they all the same?
Now we have 6 rooms that have just one queen bed in them.
Okay.
And then we have 9 rooms with a queen bed and a twin bed. And then the rest are double beds. And then we have two double beds, I should say. And then we have rooms with family rooms that are giant rooms. Actually, you'll film one today that have 2 queen beds in them.
It would be less expensive to stay at the Sleepy Hollow and take the boat over the vineyard for a day trip and come back than to take the whole family over and get a hotel in the vineyard.
Oh, I think so. I mean, vineyard prices get pretty pricey in the summer. An awful lot of people want to simply do a one-day vineyard tour, which they can do over there by either self-tour or they can take a bus tour. And when they do that, they can leave their car here for the day and save a parking cost. And the vineyard accommodations, I think, get a little pricey. Okay. Maybe not everyone's staying at the same place Obama stayed at, but
it's still
expensive in the vineyard.
Okay.
We also have people here that use this as a springboard to go to out to Provincetown or to explore other areas on the Cape as well.
And just steps down Woods Hole Road is the Sands of Time Motoring.
I have actually been at the Sands of Time since the 2010 season. I was next door at the Nautilus Motor Inn from 1973 until 2009, and from 1987 to 1997 I actually owned the Dome Restaurant, which is on that property. The Sands of Time, as you have realized, is the Sands of Time Motor Inn and Harbor House. The Harbor House is a Victorian building that was built back in 1879, and it was part of the Fay Estate here in Woods Hole. The Veters bought it, and on this piece of property, they then in 1962 opened up the Sands of Time Motor Inn, which is where we are located in the lobby now. This part has 20 rooms in it that are very much like a standard hotel room. In the Harbor House, there are 15 rooms, 13 that have their own bathroom, and then on the 3rd floor, there are 2 that share a bath. Got so much diversification in the rooms that you find none that are the same.
And for all you history enthusiasts out there, the Woods Hole Historical Museum is right down the road.
I would like to welcome you to the Woods Hole Historical Museum. I'm Jennifer Gaines, the Executive Director here, and the museum's been here in this building, Bradley House, since 1976 with the bicentennial. So this is our 37th year as a museum here. And we're dedicated to preserving and educating people about the local history of the area. So we have an archives where documents are preserved and are open for researchers. And we have changing exhibits every summer. In Bradley House we have 2 different rooms with changing exhibits. This summer there'll be one room that celebrates the 125th anniversary of the MBL, the Marine Biological Laboratory, and the other is celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Children's School of Science. We consider the museum to be at the entrance to Woods Hole. Just as you come down the road from Falmouth, you'll see water on your left and the Coast Guard base, and look the other way inland and you'll find us. We're just before the curve into the main street of Woods Hole, where the library is right on the curve. We're just back from that. And we offer walking tours here in the summer on Tuesday afternoons at 3:30 and also alternate Thursday mornings at 9. So stop by.
One of the many special events the museum puts on is the Model Boat Show.
Hi, I'm Ed Thieler. I've been building model boats since I retired for about 20 years ago. These are historical models in that they portray the way fishing and gunning was done in Maryland and New Jersey in the late 1800s and early 1900s before the gasoline engine.
My name is Ray Crean, C-R-E-A-N. I live in Beverly, Massachusetts. I'm a member of the USS Constitution Model Shipwrights Guild. Start with something small and simple. Learn the craft. Don't spend $800 for an HMS Victory. Start with a rowboat. If you do that and you like it, it doesn't cost much. If you mess it up, you don't lose much. If that's a success, step up.
Hi, I'm Todd Johnstone, Mystic, Connecticut, and I've been building model boats since I was in the 5th grade, and I am now 70, so a few years.
I'm Bill Heising. I've been building model boats since I was about 10, and I'm younger than he is.
But it's a great way of life, and you consider that, all things said, that's how we all got here, was by the water. I mean, considering it covers 75% of the Earth's surface, we better use it.
My name is John Otto. I'm a ship modeler with the Philadelphia Ship Model Society. We're here at Woods Hole doing an exhibition, and the two ships that I have here are the Enterprise from the War of 1812 and the HMS Cruiser, the first in the line of the cruiser British brigs of war. We're really enjoying the show, a lot of great modelers here. I recommend if you get a chance to come next time they do it, come. What a great time. The community is just great. I see all the locals that are involved. They really laid it out good. The community has come together, the police department, everything. It's done a great job. They've curbed the parking meters just for us, which I thought was a great thing, would never happen in Philadelphia. And just everybody's been just so nice and so pleasant, and it just makes me want to come back again and again.
For a quick pick-me-up, Pie in the Sky Bakery is located at the beginning of Water Street in Woods Hole.
Pie in the Sky was started in 1982, and then I bought it from the old owners about 11 years ago now. We're heading into our 12th season. We roast all our own coffees, we do all our own pastries, we make them right here at the shop, and we are probably, we are open every day except for Christmas, from about 5 in the morning till at least 9 or 10 at night. Figure we're here anyway with everybody coming and going up to the steamship to the vineyard, all the fishermen, truck drivers. And I think we've got the longest hours in the village and also the most consecutive days in operation, too. We're one of the only places that stays open all year round. And, from very, very early to very, very late. And we make it all right here. It's a pretty small spot, but right when you walk in the front door, you'll see our coffee roaster. We started roasting our own beans in an effort to get better quality coffee. Much like fresh bread, the baguette that you get right out of the oven is a special creature. Just like fresh coffee right out of the roaster is a special creature. You get a loaf of bread at the supermarket, it might be a day or two old. It's still going to be a good loaf of bread, but you lose that little bit of super fresh quality. And so over the years, we've tried to just do more and more of things along those lines. It would be easier and cheaper to buy things frozen, pre-made, but they don't have any soul to me. And so we wanted to really make food that we wanted to eat and see if folks went for it. And it turns out it's been very, very successful. Really, our stick is to make things from scratch with real ingredients that we can pronounce the names right here in Woods Hole.
In the heart of Woods Hole Village is the Woods Hole Inn.
This inn has been here since the 1870s. It was built as an inn. We're right across the street from the Martha's Vineyard Ferry, so it was always, a place people needed to stay on their way to and from. And in the 1870s here in Woods Hole, the railroad came in, and there was actually a big factory here. And so this is a real commercial port town with a big deep water harbor. So this inn has been here for a long time. So I've owned the inn about 5 years. My husband and I bought it in 2008, and we did massive renovations to the building. So it was pretty run down when we bought it. Had been operating as an inn, but we really renovated everything. It needed a lot of, it was not up to code, so it needed egress, fire safety, lots of things that cost money that you don't see, and new electrical, new plumbing, a lot of new bathrooms. So we did a ton of work on it. It took us 4 years. We were finally complete last year, May, and at that point we opened with our full 14 rooms. There are a lot of differences between the rooms. All rooms have a private bath, and that's really important for the modern customer. We also offer a really beautiful breakfast every day for our guests. But each of the rooms has its own distinct character, like an old house. Kind of rambles along, and we have mostly king rooms, but some queens and a few suites that are very popular with families. So the biggest family room we have, we call it room 8 and 9, and it's got 3 queen-size beds in 2 rooms. So the bathroom's set sort of between these 2 rooms, and you can put up to 6 people in there pretty comfortably.
Located behind the Woods Hole Inn on street level is Quix Hole.
Hi, I am Stephanie Michaelazik. I'm the executive chef here at Huskers Restaurant in Woods Hole. We're located below the Woods Hole Inn, and we are right across the street from the Martha's Vineyard Ferry. We have been open for 5 years. This is my 4th year. So we have tacos, burritos, and our signature item is lobster tacos. We do fresh seafood. Everything here is made in-house from scratch. So we do farm to table. We're trying to be 100% sustainable. We use a lot of local farms, local fishermen, and we like to bring a sense of, local community. We're trying to bring that to the table. We're known for our seafood. Everything is extremely fresh. Everything is local. And we're known for our signature dish, which is a lobster taco, and everybody comes from all over the world to get this. It's pretty amazing. So we want to, our restaurant is to create a meeting place for everybody to come together, where it's affordable. That's very important, and just enjoy the meal and enjoy the sunset, and enjoy the live music.
Directly across the street from Quix Hole is the Landfall restaurant.
Hello, I'm Donald Estes, and we are in the Landfall restaurant in Woods Hole, Massachusetts. Landfall was born in June of 1946. My dad started the restaurant, and we bought the restaurant from him in 1988. We are a seasonal restaurant, open from April to November. We have 80 people that we employ at the height of our season, which is July and August. Otherwise, we employ around 35 people. A lot of college kids in the summertime, high school kids, a lot of weekends. Our biggest seller is lobster. After that, we sell a lot of scrod, scallops, swordfish, a lot of hamburgers, lobster rolls, clam chowder. We have a special drink menu with about 15 different cocktails on it. Landfall's authentic Cape Cod. Our vibe is Cape Cod casual. The vibe can change, but overall it's a very happy place to be.
For a hands-on experience, the Buzzards Bay Coalition Discovery Center is right next to the Landfall restaurant.
My name is Rob Hancock. I'm the Vice President for Education and Public Engagement at the Buzzards Bay Coalition. Buzzards Bay Discovery Center, we're in right now, opened in its current state in 2011. So we've been open through the summers in 2011, 2012, and again here in 2013. We're open every day until Labor Day. We're open 10 to 4:30. We've been welcoming visitors from across the region and across from the world who are here and visiting Woods Hole in the summertime. So the Buzzards Bay Coalition is a community-based nonprofit organization. We're dedicated to the restoration and protection of Buzzards Bay and its watershed. So we do a number of different things to further the health of the bay and the watershed. We work to reduce water pollution through citizen action, through research, through legislation and litigation if necessary. We also work to protect the lands of the watershed. So all the area of land around the bay that's so important to the health of the bay. And then last, we work to engage the community, get people out and exploring the bay, appreciating their local environment so that they can be lifelong stewards of it. Our Buzzards Bay Discovery Center in Woods Hole is a critical part of that engagement. This is one of the best places to visit on Cape Cod. There's lots of visitors that come in here, and it's also a center of research and learning in this region. And so our center is really the gateway to discover Buzzards Bay. You can come in here, you can see our touch tank, visit the animals, you can learn a little bit about how the bay is changing because of pollution, and not for the better, unfortunately, but also find out what you can do to protect it and to restore the bay that we all deserve and should enjoy, both now and for future generations.
Across Water Street and a short walk down School Street is the Hui Ocean Science Exhibit Center.
I've been working at Woods Hole Oceanographic for about 23 years, but I've been at the Ocean Science Exhibit Center for 7. So it's been in some form or another since I've been working here, so well over 20 years. This is one of the places where we can have group visits and special lectures. Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, or WHOI as most people call it, is a private independent research organization. We are the largest nonprofit research organization dedicated to ocean science in the world. We deal with all aspects of oceanography, from geology, physics, chemistry, physical oceanography, biology, and engineering. The exhibits, we're always trying to update the exhibits. That's a fun job to work with the scientists to try to take their science and incorporate into the facility here. Currently, we have just added a new marine mammal communications exhibit where you can listen to marine mammals. You can see a spectrogram where you actually see a picture of the sound, because some of the sounds that they make are either too low or too high for us to hear, so that picture is important. We're working on a carbon cycle exhibit, but it's not quite done, so we've got other content that's been created from our website that we're displaying, and working on an ocean color from space exhibit. Whenever it's overcast or rainy and it's not a beach day, it's a great place to come, Woods Hole. And coming to the Ocean Science Exhibit Center, you can have a lot of fun and learn about some of the current research and check out the exhibits.
Located right on the water in Woods Hole is the Marine Biological Lab and Pierce Exhibit Center.
The MBL's been around, well, this is our 125th anniversary, so MBL has been a part of the village here for over 100 years. It's obviously a large component of the downtown area. It's well known amongst the locals. When I was a kid, and kids today, come over here for when they need bait. We will give them squid or clams or whatever we happen to have in store for the day. When I was a kid, before this building was here, when the supply department was next door, we would come down and get bait. But I think overall the MBL is a key component of the community. They offer lots of lectures and seminars throughout the year. And many of the people who do research here are also either year-round or summer residents. So I'd say it's tightly integrated. Tours can be arranged through the MBL's communication office, where one can sign up for tours in the morning. The tours are offered Monday through Friday, every day of the week. There's a 1 o'clock tour and a 2 o'clock tour. The MBL is a year-round research facility. Our department is open year-round. We collect marine animals and plants throughout the year and supply them for research and education.
Down the brick walkway off Water Street and overlooking the Inner Harbor is Huskers Restaurant.
Sure. Huskers has been here this is our 30th season. We are located on the water in Woods Hole. We are a casual family dining restaurant. Our specialty is lobster. We serve lobster 7 different ways, from boiled lobster to lobster salad rolls to lobster quesadillas. We serve the freshest fish, cod, scallops, swordfish. Every night we have a nightly special, from twin lobsters for $23.95 to triple lobsters. We're open seasonally from May through October. The lobster mac and cheese is with 6 ounces of fresh lobster meat. We make our own special cheese sauce. And the tuna tartare is seared tuna, scallions, and sesame seeds in a spicy dressing. Our lobster rolls we serve both ways, cold lobster with mayonnaise and celery, or we have a warm buttered lobster roll also that's very popular. The atmosphere is casual. 90% of the seating is outside. We have a floating barge called the Song of Eel Pond, which has 8 tables. We have outside dining under an awning, so if the weather's inclement, you can sit in there. It's casual.